Welcome to the
SheaByrd
Design Lab
podcast.
Woo!
Hey,
yes, sir.
Let's go.
Like that little intro.
We're happy to have y'all.
That might change,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this whole thing goes. You know, it's this is kind of the new, I would say the new, not new chapter, but the new branch of SheaByrd, I would say.
Yeah, those little Beastie Boys intros right there. We were back and forth, man.
Hey, we're here for the people. You know, as much as maybe you guys don't want us to be here for you, we are here for the people. But I kind of I've been wanting to do this for a while, and then I guess we can finally introduce you officially. CFO Randy Kitchens of SheaByrd Design Lab.
Yeah.
We're excited to have him on board.
Excited to be here.
How did this whole thing play out? I think it was with the Robinson Hall of Fame, right?
That was the first kind of collab. I don't think we even knew it was going to turn into me coming on board, but it kind of worked itself out. And then
he's been in Seattle for what, last 12 years?
Moved there in 2013, Super Bowl year for the Seahawks. Go Hawks.
Yeah. I won't reiterate the Hawks.
You can rip.
No.
Rip your Broncos. Yeah, rip your Broncos.
Hey, let's go, baby. We should have. King Bo didn't go down last year. You know, we may have done something.
Yeah.
You know, but it's okay. It's okay. We always got next year. We're pumped. But we're pumped to have him here. Yeah, and so I think the first event was his Robinson first inaugural class, Hall of Fame. Shout out the Robinson Rockets. Waco, Texas. Yeah, absolutely. But no, honestly, I feel like the first anniversary of SheaByrd is in
30th, right?
Yeah, like 8 days, 7 days, whatever 5 days. Oh wow, it's 5 days.
Yeah.
So
the countdown.
We're pumped to kind of take this next step. I feel like it's been slowly building, and the last year's been crazy. I had no expectations going into this when we started it, and now it's just kind of took off. And I think
we should do a full episode, and we can do that coming up because I think it deserves some time to really dive into what like who SheaByrd is, how you started it, and then kind of where we're going. I don't know if we want to dive into that now. What do you think?
Hey, you guys, I think they want to hear it.
Yeah, it's worth telling. And again, we can kind of run it back in another episode, but might as well start it off where it started off.
I think we give them a recap and then tell you what we got going on from here on out. So, long story short, we started this May 30th of last year. One of my buddies passed away, R.I.P. Chris Clary, and we had his memorial, and it was one of those things where I don't know. I just felt this need to figure a way to honor him in some way, and not honor him, but also keep his memory alive, right? And the only way that I know is through my family, right? Is through art, and so I thought maybe a cool hat that would had Chris with the angel wings on it, and with this guy? Yeah, with that bird on the front, and it was one of those things that was received so well. I got so many positive reviews. Shout out Sam, and it was one of those things where we're like, hey, let's see where this thing goes, and we kind of started out as just one design on a hat, different colors. Started there, and then we kind of led into one of my our really dear friends, Maddie. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she has been absolutely kicking its ass lately. And so that was like one thing where kind of a light bulb clicked where I was like, man, this is so cool to do. It's so fun to work with friends. It's so obviously that wasn't the fun part of it, but it was cool to like collab with her and have her so much family and friend support on her side. It was absolutely amazing, and obviously on our side, like I really thank y'all for that. And then we obviously went into the NFL season, and our boy Wizard of Boz, Chris Boswell, we started doing a line for him.
Rice shoe, baby. Rice shoe. Come
right.
on.
Rice's finest,
Yeah, we got a squad of Rice guys around there.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where I feel like this next season is going to be even more fun, or get up to Pitt and kind of go from there. But then the holidays came around, and it was not lack of creativity, but just like, okay, well, what's the next steps here?
Yeah. And drive the business kind of.
Well, I think we even had was it New Year's Eve? It was Christmas, New Year's Eve. We were down here, and we were all out on the back patio, and trying to figure out
T's birthday.
Yeah, it was Tank. Shout out T.
Shout out T.
Big bro. And so we're trying to figure out like, okay, well, where do we go next? And turns out all you had to do was look at the Houston calendar of current events, and you had rodeo, World Baseball Classic, Sweet 16, and then obviously FIFA coming up.
Houston has no shortage of events.
Yes.
What a great city, by the way. Shout out Houston.
Shout out Houston. We love you. I've been here almost 10 years now. I think it'll be 10 years in July. And
we're trying to draft you in as a Houston boy, man.
Yeah, I think. Mom, sorry if you're listening.
Always Colorado in there.
Always Colorado, but we also love Houston. You know, born in Colorado, raised in Houston. I say
a decade in the city, man.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here. We're excited. We're excited. And so I think it was one of those things where we showed up at the first day of the cook-off, and I noticed there was like an empty clothing rack, and I asked the gentleman who was running the tent, I was like, "What happened here? Like, you guys don't have any merch?" Like, he's like, "No, man, this guy dropped the ball." Like, I was like, "Well, I started my apparel company last year," and he's like, "Do you have shirts you can print today?" And I'm like it was 4:30. I was like, I mean, we could drove through all the traffic, printed a bunch, came back, went to mingle, and he's like, "Hey, I'll sell them for you. You're like, you good?" And he calls me in an hour. He's like, "Hey, we sold out. I need you here every day for 3 weeks." And so I think we really kind of started to get a good idea for like what people like, colors, you know, obviously the camos in Texas, and like that Texas Western faded vintage wear really kind of hit with everybody. And shout out to everybody who supported that. That was an amazing kind of next step. And then that, I mean, talk about Houston.
Oh, they do so good. Talk about the rodeo, man. How well is everything run? They run it. That's a well-oiled machine, and it's huge.
Well, we're excited.
If you haven't been to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, it's 3 weeks starting like the last week of February. They do the cook-off. Yes. And then it gets into a couple weeks of rodeo and concerts. I mean, it's a great time.
Well, and next year, I don't know how that's all going to work out, but next year we should have our own booth and our own setup, and we're super pumped about that. We can communicate with people. That's the craziest part about the rodeo is you gotta get in now, right?
Yeah, like, for next year.
Yes. And so we kind of got it in with the World Baseball Classic, and we did some stuff for them, and then all of a sudden that tied into the Houston Sweet 16, and we were hosting for the weekend. And I think after the, you know, what would that be, March, April, it was kind of like, okay, there's a little bit of a lull in the calendar, and I think that was kind of our sign to get out. Like, let's spread the word. Let's start doing these pop-ups. And we went and met up with the Memorial Trail Ice House family, and shout out Devin, Chris, and David, all the people over there. Y'all have been more than welcoming to us. You just kind of let us slide in whenever, and that kind of, I guess, sparked the light bulb, right? It was one of those things where it was like, people seem like, first of all, we love doing that, right? Like, we love being the pop-ups in the bar environment. Like, it just kind of, you know, throws it back at 10 years when we were bouncing around the Heights on 20th Street. And I think it was kind of, I guess, rewinding the clocks a bit too, as far as like the sales approach, where like, I mean, I was in cold call sales, not much face-to-face for the last 8 to 10 years. And I feel like what is back in fashion or back in, you know, popularity now is the face-to-face, door-to-door sales, right? It's talking to an actual human. It's, you know, we pull up, like, you may not want to talk to us, but we're going to be there anyways. And it's kind of a little bit of a respect thing where it's like, man, these guys are out here hustling. And it's been very well received, and it's been a lot of fun these last couple of months.
Well, I wouldn't say it's popular, because everyone we talk to is like, no one's doing this. Yes. You know, I think it's that dying art that we're trying to bring back. I mean, Houston was built on, like, out the trunk, popping up, selling CDs. I mean, you got DJ Screw all the way up to a bunch of Houston legends. I'm from Houston originally, bounced around, but I lived in Houston and felt that culture prior to going to Waco for high school or Robinson. And man, I think that the culture is still there. People are yearning for it. I mean, people they respect the hustle. I'll say that, man. It's been cool to feel and be also get the commentary on that.
Also, like, you know, I mean, I'm a bit confused, but it's like Amazon, Temu, like Shein, all these places where the last decade you could just order something online for $8, and you never know when it's to show up. You don't know if it's going to be high quality. You don't know what's going on. So the fact that it seems to be the local Texas small business is very popular, and it's been very well received. And we want to, you know, shout out all of y'all, like all of our followers, all of our friends and our family who have been kind of referring us to these bars. Like, we were up at Country Corner in Cypress, Texas, 2 weeks ago.
What a group!
I mean, what a group! So much fun. Like, that was something we didn't even see coming. Right?
Oh man,
and
couldn't have seen that coming.
Shout out to Y for hooking that up. We appreciate it. We'll definitely be back. But stuff like that, like if you guys have, these bars in your small towns, whatever city and wherever you live at in Houston, right? Just let us know, and then we'd love to pop up and come say hi, and go
Yeah.
from there. But
If it aligns, if there's space
yeah,
for it and all
absolutely.
that, we've seemed to have a good turnout, and the people really enjoy it because we're doing collabs. These bars are letting us collab. Memorial Trail, like it's got Memorial Trail's logo on there. It's branded with both of us, and people that live in these neighborhoods seem to want to rep their neighborhoods, which I respect. And
I
it's
do
like,
too.
man, it's cool to be a part of that and allow our brand to grow while also supporting them and they're supporting us. It's just very organic.
Yeah, and that was kind of preludes into like what we're really, we got a lot of events coming up, but one thing we're really super excited about is like partnering with these bars where we're gonna we we wait to kind of
Yeah, we'll get to
all
what
right,
we need to
let's
do one unroll of like groups,
let's
I guess.
bookmark that real
Yeah,
quick. Bookmark.
stamp that down for a second.
Right. Okay,
Well,
so let's
that's where we've been.
that's where we've been. That's what we've been doing. That's how it's been growing. And y'all, this is also a first for us, right? It's just everything that we've been doing lately seems to be pushing us in the right direction. I feel, and so it's like let's just keep trying stuff and seeing what sticks and what doesn't. And this is the next branch of SheaByrd. So I think we can kind of jump into what we got going on.
Yep.
So for the next
30 days. We're getting a
30,
little 30-day
we don't have a 5 year plan, don't have a 1 year plan, don't have a 10 year plan, but we do.
Really 3 week window.
We got a 3 week window here, right? So we're going the 3 weeks at a time. So if you want to, got any ideas or anything like that, shoot us. We'd love to fill you in. But as of right now, we have, and we're not going in chronological order here. We're going to go kind of our big
magnitude
rebrand.
Yeah, magnitude sounds wrong.
Yeah, but our big, like for SheaByrd, it's our big rebrand, right? It's a SheaByrd Open.
This is a event specifically we are throwing,
Yes.
Ourselves. These other ones are collaborations. So I guess in our terms, magnitude for us, it's important that we
for sure
are passionate about this because we've put a lot of work into this event.
And like, I mean, I don't know. There's very few times you have a bad time on the golf course, right? Unless you're playing bad. But there's always music and drinks and the boys and the gals. So we thought this would be a great way to not only bring all walks of SheaByrd family together, but like some new people and maybe a little networking. You never know. That's honestly what has been crazy about going to these bars and doing the door to doors. You never know who is walking in or who owns what, and so it's been kind of a good networking event for us. And we're excited to kind of rebrand and go in a different way with this event. So
Well, that's what, yeah, I'd say just to give them a little perspective on the last 8 weeks. I mean, we've been in the design lab, SheaByrd Design Lab,
crazy.
trying to really, it's not necessarily rebrand, but we're launching a new, portion of the business that we want to focus on and we both really enjoy.
It's been hard, man. Like the sourcing for this stuff and kind of you have a design in your head and then the next week you see something you like more and then you're like is that because you can design anything, but is it going to end up looking good on a hat or a shirt or a skirt or whatever we are producing? It's like, man, so taking time. I feel like sometimes we have a great design and then the next day it's like, we don't love that. So it's been a lot of time in the lab, a lot of time up here. We split our time between 12 hours up here and then 5-6 hours of these pop ups on the weekends, and it's been a grind, but we're excited to kind of take this next step.
Oh yeah. Well, do you want to tell them what line we're coming out with? Like, what line are we even dropping?
So we got good question, right?
Yeah.
Good. This is why we bring him on. He's the questions guy. He's the big question guy. So we got, I guess, SheaByrd Open too. But for the rebrand of the first line we're going to drop, it's going to be his and hers golf collection.
Yeah.
We're going to have hats, shirts, polos, shorts, anything that you would need on the golf course to not only look good, but feel good, but play good, and then they pay good. That seems to be one of those things. It's like, man, I could be out there shooting a 99, which I don't do often. But as long as we are looking good and we're having a good time, it's like, man, that's the end goal here, is to look good and feel good and have a good time out there. And I think that this line that we've been working endless hours on, 70-hour weeks on just trying to make sure it is perfect, right? Because I feel like you only get one real rebrand until you kind of take that next step. So it's like we got to do this one right, and we're really excited to share with y'all what we got coming up. Do we want to say that?
Well, that's what the easy way is. That's what inspired the event.
Yeah.
You know, we were sitting there like, what do we want to do? I just came back from Seattle and I kind of got addicted to golf when I was up there at Tacoma Country Club. My boys, shout out to all those guys. Big group right there. Great facility, great country club and organization. But yeah, we were like, man, what do we want to do? Where do we want to go with this? And again, we'll always stay true to our tees and hats. I mean, we love that facet too.
Oh, for sure. And I honestly, man, like rewind even further. When I first started this a year ago, I feel like I wanted to make hats that like I didn't see at the store, online, wherever you're at. I was like, man, I want to do something a little different. And like golf has so many idioms and like bird idioms, and where you can kind of word play with stuff, and like SheaByrd just seemed to fit seamlessly into that. And I was like, man, okay, we got the SheaByrd, we got the SheaBirdies, we got birdies only, we got all these like taglines you can use, but we really need to lock in like the design. Like we released the SheaByrd Country Club, and like that type of hat wasn't really in yet. And then all of a sudden, you see these characters on the golf hat, and then it's kind of back in style. It's almost that vintage, like 70s, 80s, 90s look where, it more sometimes does look better than the minimal. But I think that's where you come in too, is like, I've always wanted very loud clothes, right? We want all the colors, we want all the designs, and like you appreciate art as well. So it's like having that perspective to be like, oh, okay, maybe that is too loud, right? Maybe we do dial it back a little bit. So, I think you guys are gonna be really excited about these. They're not like anything I've seen. I feel like they're a little bit in between of all sorts of designs and brands, and it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait. And there's gonna have some colors in there. We're gonna be looking good. We're gonna be looking sharp. We're also gonna have some more minimal essentials line for all the people out there. Yeah,
it's like a luxury look, you know.
YSL,
yeah. Oh yeah, YS. But yeah, it's like, so we have SheaByrd Design Lab, which is our big, everything branches and feeds from that. And then now we're dropping SheaByrdies is the golf line. So everything that's golf oriented will be, tagged with the SheaByrdies logo. And that has led us to this event, which we wanted to make. We're like, how can we get everybody together? How can we promote the brand and get the brand on people in a really high value way? And that's what we've created on June 13th. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so for those of y'all that are coming, we're super pumped. Can't wait to see you there. For those who don't know about it, have seen it, maybe they have to show a little interest, but they don't know if they want to commit yet. SheaByrd Open, June 13th, Saturday, 8 a.m. shotgun start. What kind of is all included in the days is $235. You get the golf round, you get the golf cart, you get the SheaByrd limited edition open hat, you get the new line of the golf polo, and then you get a koozie, and you also get a raffle ticket for a signed jersey that we'll announce at the very end. And then
don't forget the breakfast tacos.
Don't forget about the breakfast tacos. We got Becca over at Jersey Meadows. Shout out Jersey Meadows. Jennifer, you've been amazing. We cannot wait to bring everybody out there. They're going to make it professional for us. We're going to have some announcements. We're going to announce the golfers, the teams.
Signage. We got
signage. Wait, we got signage. One thing about us, we got signage. We got some sponsors.
Yeah.
People want to sponsor us, bro.
It's a big event. I mean, we've got a number of people, good amount of people already signed up. We're hoping to add, 2 more.
Yes.
Hey, again, we don't have to be foursomes because we'll figure out the pairings and we'll make it work. But we definitely want to try to get 8 more people to sign up. And again, this is a social event. It's a shamble. So even if you're having a bad day, you can't have a bad day because you're not going to keep your score anyway. Go out there and hit some good shots with your group. And again, it's more for the social and the brand on there. The winners are going to get some cool stuff. We got some cool stuff on there, but
absolutely, and then the winners will get, to be determined on what exactly that is going to be. If it's going to be a package of some stuff, right? You'll get a really cool trophy to bring home, and then can't give away everything right now. Can't give away anything right now.
Thank you.
And hey, we're showing a little restraint here.
Yeah.
I like to tell you guys everything all the time. Can't do it. So
I think the winners really, it's like whoever goes out there and it sounds cliche, but it's like the winner is whoever vibes the hardest with your guys, man. Your group, your girls, guys, who's ever in your group. And if you go out there and have a good day and you get a sick polo and a sick hat, we've got some variations in there too, so it's not just one look. Videographers will be out there. We'll have some KP hole. I don't know. It's really more about socializing and supporting the brand. So we appreciate everybody that signed up on there.
I mean, we got all sorts of industries represented. We got everybody that's kind of involved, and it is a lot of local Houston people, but they are tied in. They're plugged in. So if you're looking to just come out and network, hit some balls, you don't have to have a full team like you said. It can be you. We can pair you up with somebody, or it can be a foursome, twosome. However many people you think would want to come and join. We're excited to have you guys there.
And we have some people just coming out to just kick it. We can't necessarily have a lot of that, because just the course has restrictions and wants to keep it professional on there. But we got some people just coming out to just hang out.
Yeah. If you want to come, get the hat and the polo, and come, get the koozie and the raffle and all that stuff. And you don't want to golf, let us know. We'd be more than happy to accommodate. And then, I think
we're getting that. Just to touch on the details one last time, that's June 13th, 8 a.m. is the start of the shotgun. But we want everybody out there. I mean, we got breakfast tacos, and we're going to be hanging out. We got some cool sponsors. So I'd say get out there at 7:15, 7:30 at the latest, so that we can get everybody in their holes and, get started and respect the course. We want to try to respect yours as much as possible. But they're being cool, and they understand. Like I said, we met with them a number of times and talked to them, so they're excited. It's going to be a fun time. June 13th, 8 a.m. Come out, man. Again, you got one more week. Those 8 people, we're trying to get those sign-ups till the 30th.
Well, so we're actually... Yeah, we're not canceling, but we're stopping all the custom polo orders on May 30th, right? That 1-year anniversary of SheaByrd. It seems fitting. So, the next 5 days, if you guys have, or whenever this gets dropped, you guys have till May 30th to put in last orders, any, additions to your team, let us know. But
we will be pre-selling and dropping this. We'll officially pre-sale and drop the polos on Wednesday. I don't know if we're going to show all the colors, or we will. We're working on that. We're going to pre-sale a couple of them for sure, based on that, because again, you got manufacturing time. There's a lot of stuff that goes into actually getting those made and on time, and making sure quality control is there and everything. So May 30th, last day to sign up, and that allows us to put our polo in with our manufacturers in on the 1st. So we'd love to add you.
And then to kind of, tie in the SheaByrd Open, we're going to be having the next event will be the week before on a Friday, SheaByrd Social, which we're excited about. That'll be where we hand out all the polos and the hats, and that even if you're not coming to the SheaByrd Open, like, we'd love for you to come to SheaByrd Social. It'll be Friday, June 5th, 4 to 8 p.m. Memorial Trail Ice House. We'll have the pop-up set up. We'll have some drinks flowing, maybe some drink tickets if our boys can.
Well, we're working on that. Yeah, we're trying to get with them. But they're back open, man. That place is a cool establishment. If you haven't been there, they've kind of gone through their battles that they're going through internally, it sounds like, because it's never been the vibes. That place has always been great.
Always a good time. Always a good time. It's a great neighborhood bar. It's a little bit of everything for everybody. So bring family, bring yourself, bring some friends. It'll be a good time.
You don't even have to be a part of the Open. You don't have to come to the Open on the 13th to come to the social. The SheaByrd Social is really just to hang out and create another event for us to get out in there. We'll probably do a pop-up that day, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have pop-up with some new stuff. We kind of want to keep you all in the loop. Whoever comes out and supports us, we want to give you a little sneak peek into what's going on before it actually does drop. That way, there's a little bit of hype, right?
Well, we just stay golf related. Is like, man, we just dropped some tees too that are golf leisure. Like if you just like a golf t-shirt that is very comfortable, 100% cotton. All our t-shirts are 100% cotton. Always. But we dropped some really cool SheaByrd inspired stuff to kind of get this rollout to keep going. Yes. So check those out. Those are on the site. Yeah. We'll keep posting, and we'll put the links up on here. Yeah. We'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah. Well, and as we go here, this is, again, this is like kind of the first go of this thing. So as we get better at this, we'll have more newsletters. If you have any interest, shoot us your email, DM us your number. We'll set up on SMS and all that stuff. So, so we got the SheaByrd Open June 13th, SheaByrd Social the week before on Friday, June 5th. And then,
I don't know. I think I want to honestly hold off on that for the next, I could tell where you want to go, the next big announcement. Yeah. And I think we maybe roll that out because I want to really dive into that fully too. Yeah. That's a whole story for that.